Hey guys, I am Uncle Bernard and I want to make a quick update video as to what has been going on. I know I've got a different background. You can see some of my pop vinyl figures and Lego figures there. You can't really see it in the frame, but that's because of this camera, because I'm having to lean forward in order to get you in frame, or to get me in frame. Plus my Star Wars Battlefront poster there, which I love. Anyway, so I want to talk about a few things that have happened basically since Easter, about some of the things that's happened on the channel, why there's been a lack of content, why Andromeda hasn't returned. It is returning, just before preface that before I talk about it. What else is there? Why content is slow, basically just that type of stuff, and what my future is personally, because things are going to be happening to me personally over the next couple of months, and I want to just keep you guys up to date on what's happening. And I don't know how much, I can't go into much detail about some of it, but I will give as much as I possibly can. So firstly, what happened during Easter up to now? Well, during Easter, I lost a friend of mine. He passed away during Easter, and I also lost another person who I knew just before Easter, but the funeral was during Easter. And those 2 weeks of Easter were very, very hard, and I needed some time to, especially with the loss of a friend of mine. It was a friend in a sense, but I didn't talk to him that often, but I knew him, and we did go to the same primary schools, same high school, same college, at least to my knowledge. I don't know if we went to the same high school, but I know we went to the same college. But I'm presuming we went to the same one. But I needed some time to just let it sink in and let myself just know that he's gone. So that's why content slowed during that time. And obviously, I don't know if I told you guys about it. I think I did mention it, but I didn't go into much detail. So that's why content slowed during Easter. I know there's a bit of a mix-up in the comments as to what actually happened, but I'm talking about it now. After Easter, once I started going back to uni, that's when my dissertation picked up a lot of speed, because the deadline was, for me, it was Friday. I don't know what date Friday was. I've got my iPad here. Let me just check. It's the 28th was Friday. Friday the 28th of April. And for those who don't know what dissertation is, our normal assignment for me at university is about 2,000 words. The dissertation was about 9,000, and we were doing a lot of research into the topic, and we were doing a lot of, we were doing interviews, we were doing, what else were we doing? We're doing it as a presentation format, so even though it may sound like less work, it is actually a lot more work, because basically in a dissertation you can you have a little bit more freedom to talk about it, but for us, we have to put it in a presentation, we have to shrink down the information to little bullet points, and then put the rest into notes, and then pick out bits that we needed and fit it into an hour-long time frame, which isn't easy. And considering I was putting the presentation together, any information that I had on the presentation, I had to make sure it was all correct, and everyone knew what they were saying, and I had to know when to cue in the slides, and it was constantly being updated and printed off. I mean, we spent in the region of 75 quid on this presentation alone, just on printing it off. It was around 50 odd slides long, so it was certainly very, 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 very long. But anyway, that was over, and that's ended now. So yeah, that's the reason my content has slowed down. It may not sound like much of an excuse, but trust me, I tried my utter hardest to try and find time just to record a video. But that is ended now. So what's going to happen in the future? Well, I am hoping in September to go on and do a PGCE. For those of you who don't know what that is, it's a teaching degree. It qualifies you to teach in high school, college and university level of education. I don't want to go into that. I want to go into primary school, so I want to go into the more younger age group. So that should be very fun. I don't know if it'll work out that way. I've still yet to apply, but I am applying on Friday, and I'm hoping to have that sorted hopefully soon, if they're not that busy. So yeah, that's what's going to happen in September time. It will mean that during that period of about a year, content may be on and off again. I am pre-warning you because I'm doing... Different institutions do it differently. They have different levels of how many volunteer days you have to do, but at my institution, to my knowledge, it may change. I'm not entirely sure, but from what I've read, it's 3 days a week of full day volunteer work, plus 2 days of informal study, or formal study, not informal study. So basically for the entire week I'm going to be either volunteering or doing assignments or whatever it is they have me do. So I will obviously try and keep content frequent, but it will be very much on and off. And until I actually know what fully is happening, I can't give a guarantee as to what I will be doing with YouTube at that time. It will honestly completely depend on how I feel. But also, I don't know if I've been talking about this. What's happening with Freedom? Currently, I am in contact with a Freedom manager. I can't go into much detail, partially because it's a lot to do with me, and there's a lot of stuff I'm having to sort out with them. Like all the unfinished series that I'm still yet to come back to, and I will talk about that. That's something I forgot to talk about. And just all the general stuff as well. I've still yet to actually have any sort of agreement with them yet. And there is no guarantee I'll be joining them. It honestly completely depends on how this goes. Hopefully it'll go very well. I'm hoping so. So yeah, that's what's going on with them. What's going on with Unfinished Series? Well, as I mentioned before, I will be live streaming at some point. If I can't live stream, I will be recording videos of those series. I may have to postpone some series just to try and get those out of the way. Like The Last of Us, I'm hoping to stream, but also do a combination of videos as well. Just try and put those out. Minecraft Story Mode. That's another one. I think I've got around two or three episodes off the top of my head. I haven't looked, but I think it's roughly around that. So I will try and record them. And my back is aching because I'm having to really kneel. If I can just hang on, move that back. There we go. Right, I don't have to kneel as I don't have to slouch as far. Hang on. There we go. So I think that's everything I need to talk about. I don't exactly know what's going to be happening yet in terms of Freedom. I can't guarantee live streams, but I will be making videos. I'm actually... TV will start flashing at me. I am hoping to do live streams, well not live streams, I will be doing videos of them, of the games that I'm yet to finish. I will try and keep the new series frequent. I will be returning to Mass Effect. Again, it's because I've got so many series I have to complete. I have to prioritize, if I can speak, the series I haven't finished, because I don't want to have to keep these series on the back burner that I've done for 2 years and not finished, just to keep new series flowing. I want to get those finished, then I can focus fully on the future. That's my aim. So yeah, I don't exactly know why I delayed it. I think The Last of Us just got put on the back burner because a game came out and I wanted to put coverage of that, and then it just went on and on and on and on and on and on. Same with Minecraft Story Mode. So yeah, I will try and get that finished as soon as possible. I promise you, content is going to come back to the normal rate it should be. Also, schedule. The schedule basically went out the window. That's basically what happened. But there will be Monday, Wednesday, Friday videos guaranteed. Whether or not they will be of the right series, I don't know. Monday is usually my Let's Play day, but because I've got so many videos to try and do, because I think it's recommended 12 videos every month, and so I will try and do 12 videos a month. Obviously I want to try and do as many as I possibly can. That's, you know, always try and exceed your goal, but I'm always saying to do at least 6 a month. That's something that I agree with Freedom. Whether or not there's a whole stuff going on in the back scene I can't talk about. There's a lot of stuff going on and it's all over the place. My head is just all over the place. I've got so much to do, but there will be content, and I promise you that I will try and return to the old schedule if I can. But I don't think there's even a chance that doing from just one video on Monday, one video on Wednesday, one video on Friday will really move the channel forward. I want to try and do I think my aim is always to do daily content, but that's not going to happen. But if I can try and do at least 4 videos a week, that will really. I think that will actually be a lot. I think that will be enough for you guys. That'll be enough for you guys. It will give me enough time to do whatever it is I need to do at the time. So yeah, it's all not guaranteed, and I know I'm speaking. I don't know if I've actually made a point in this video, and my head may be all over the place. But if there's a point to take away from this, I'd say just thank you for being patient. Seriously, you guys have. I've left you guys out of the loop, and I can also say that I'm sorry about it. I really am. It was my fault that I didn't upload a vlog. It was my fault that, you know, I felt like the issues that I was having at the time would go away after a while. I felt like the issues that I was having would last maybe a couple of days, and then I could just return back to making videos, and that turned out to not be the case at all. And I just want to seriously thank you for being patient, and thank you for being supportive. And I really do hope that now that this is over and uni is very close to ending, I've literally got 20 days left, literally exactly 20 days, that I'll be able to do more content, and I can really upload more frequently, and just generally make it fun again, in a sense, because I felt like for a while I've made content because I've had to, and I was always worried that that would be the case at some point during, because I've been on YouTube for 3 years on and off. It may not sound that long, but honestly it has been 3 years. Obviously has moved on a hell of a lot since then. I mean, hell, I've moved twice in that time, and it's really been a roller coaster of a ride to YouTube. I had one channel, I then got that channel then got banned for some reason. I then got this I then made this channel, and the content that I've made is, I've made a lot of different content. I've done a list video, I've done reviews, I've done skits, I did sort of a news type of thing with The Devil's Blood. I had a series called A Quest for Games. That was the first series I ever made. If you guys remember that, a couple of weeks after I saw that series, I got mumps. That was not fun. But yeah, and the reason why I've made lots of different content is because I wanted to find what I felt comfortable with making, because if I don't feel comfortable doing a series, I will stop the series and I will just move on from it. Whether or not that's the right attitude to have, that's up for debate, but that's how I feel that it should be, because at the end of the day, you guys have helped to change and adapt the content to what you guys like, and that's absolutely fine. I really do approve of that, and I always listen to what's in the comments, and I respond to at least 99% of the comments that are made, or that I've said. But obviously, if I'm not comfortable with the content I'm making, you guys are going to notice that. You guys are going to say, oh, you know, he doesn't look that happy in this video. Is he enjoying what he's doing? Is something going on? You know, because I hate keeping secrets from you guys, and I know I've certainly made mistakes in my YouTube time. You know, for those of you who remember what happened with Simpsons Fan and Robert Addison, you know, there was a whole hullabaloo with that, and that stuck with me. Honestly, there's not. Every so often, I'll be in bed going to sleep, and I will just think, you know, of what has happened and things like that. Especially if it's happened on that day, I will just lie there and I'll think to myself, why the fuck did I do that? You know, and I'm a human like anyone else, and I make mistakes all the time. You know, I don't think a day goes by where I don't make a mistake. But I always try to say to myself, look, you can't do anything. All you can do is apologise and move on. And that's the attitude I will always have. And I definitely got that from my mum. The whole, you know, you can't do anything, just either ignore it or move on. And I know that's obviously apologising sometimes doesn't help the issue, and it's sometimes you won't forgive them, or sometimes they won't forgive you. It just happens. And I know I've gone on a completely big tangent here, but I feel like actually having a talk with you guys has actually helped, because I feel like I've got a lot off my chest, and I feel like that's something that's just been weighing me down for a while, and it's good to just air it out and just start anew in a sense, because my goal in YouTube is to just entertain people. I don't care if 1 or 1,000 people watch the videos. If there's just one person who watches the video and goes, I really enjoyed this, then my goal has been set. My goal has been reached. You know, that's what I want to do, and that's always what I've wanted to do. And I hope that whatever content that I put out, whatever happens on this channel, that you guys are entertained by whatever it is that I do, whether it's a skit or a list or a game or a quest for games, which I actually do want to bring back. I want to bring back a quest for games, because even though the way we did it at the time was a bit unsustainable, I think like now we're in a good place where we can actually do it and do it properly, and hopefully it'll be fun, because that was the first series I ever did and I don't want that series to end. But yeah, seriously, what point did I just make in that entire 10-minute conversation? I don't know how long it's been, but yeah, I hope that you guys have taken a point from this video, and I hope that everything has been cleared up. And if anything hasn't been cleared up, or if you just want to comment, you just basically made a random video but you didn't make a point, then either way, you know, I feel better for it, and I hope you guys understand a little bit more now as to why the content stopped. Even if you disagree with the points that I made, or you disagree with the fact that it shouldn't have ended completely, you know, at least you know that I did try my utter hardest. I really did. Cause literally, whenever I was at uni, I just thought to myself, I need to get back home, because I want to make videos and I want to put them out, because I know if I don't, I'm going to disappoint people, and I don't want to disappoint people, because I hate doing that. I seriously hate disappointing people, and I always miss deadlines, and there are deadlines that I've set to myself now, and literally I was meant to upload this video yesterday for me, but it just didn't, and I'm probably going to miss more deadlines in the future. Like, I'm hoping tomorrow to live stream, and Friday. Whether or not that'll happen, it honestly depends, but I am aiming for tomorrow to either live stream or have a video of The Last of Us. That's my plan, and you guys need to hold me to that. Seriously, hold me to it. If I don't upload that video, seriously, I actually being serious here, comment on whatever latest video it is, it'll probably be out last, and just comment, where is The Last of Us? Seriously, do that. I am being serious. Seriously. Do it. Anyway, I'm going to end this video here because my back is killing me leaning forward like this, and wow, you can see in my chest. So anyway, yeah, thank you guys for watching, for whatever point that I made in this video, and if you want to ask some questions, seriously comment it down below, because I think I need to watch this video back so I can get whatever points I made from this video. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in another video. Bye guys.